I really thought that once I got the job, everything would make sense. Like, once I got that degree that I was working hard for, and once I got that job, and then life will just start working out. But it's been 3 years of me working in Sana. I'm still figuring it out. I am constantly struggling with just being on time. No matter how much time I put into planning my schedule, somehow I'm not satisfied with what I was trying to do. I'm at the point where I is never. I plan, and then I plan, and things just they do their own thing. And at this point, I am low-key giving up on the amount of time that I put into planning.
So only about
Yeah, doesn't apply. Yeah.
yeah. So it but I imagine thinking you question.
So how the conversation came about? According to him, akashonga amagama uthe nje ufila khona i-pressure, like, and izinto won't end well. No, yazi ngikhuluma no-English wamtshela nayi awuthi ngithini kodwa ngithi nje khuluma ngathi mina I think you need to really call and tell her exactly what you said so she knows before she goes into that conversation. Because I am doing a project management course, an NQF level 5, and it's just sort of an add-on to my qualification. And isiZulu sithi imfundo ayikholelwa. That's generally like what it is. Just because you're working doesn't mean sephelile, or that's like the end of it and you're just gonna keep on working for the rest of your life. You build onto the foundation that you've laid out, and I feel like my degree and honors degree built that foundation. That's why I wanted to start this reflector series, showing that, to say fine, I'm happy mangithi ikhonka the edge ngoba sengikhonkarishele edge namanje I'm on the edge. I am doing a project management course, and I wouldn't recommend the facility or the training center that I'm using. On my side, it was sponsored by my company. It's not something that I chose myself necessarily, but I worked with my company to end up where I am. For me, this is how my life actually looks like at the moment. I'm juggling both school and I am like working as well. Do you see the value doing a project management degree? But you just need to add a project management degree to a foundation that already exists, because you can't just be a project manager. You're a project manager of what? What background do you have? It doesn't feel like a waste of time. I am appreciative and grateful for the opportunity. The only thing that I've just been struggling with is, obviously, even though I attend once a month because I'm working, it is still difficult to meet the deadlines. It's because of how the course is actually structured. It's very difficult to meet the deadlines, but also my job is quite demanding and I travel, which some of you may know. So balancing the two has been has been difficult, truly. I remember in December I had about 6 assignments that I had to submit for the December class, and I ended up going on leave, and then there was work, and then my manager excused me from the class, but then there were also added assignments from the class that I missed, so 6 became more than 6, and those I had to submit in February, which was a nightmare. I find myself trying to understand what it is that I'm actually doing, and also I feel like the time to understand the course material, this is the time I need to dedicate to do the assignments, becomes like it's like a conflicting thing, because I'm like, I will understand when I have to study for the exam. Right now I just need to meet the deadline and I submit. So that's also just like been difficult for me to like juggle and deal with, especially also because I had spent 2 years outside of uni and then I went back, and with uni it was just uni. I wasn't juggling uni with anything else, and now I am adding on a full-time job onto that. So it's been an experience. I would 100% recommend, especially if you want to shape your career and take it to the next level, because you can't be in the same position for the rest of your life, so you really need to build yourself. So I definitely recommend studying while working, but I do 100% just ask that you do something that you actually want to do in the future, and also don't study something that shapes you for the position you're in, unless that's where you see yourself for the next 5-10 years. But do use courses and studies to take your career to the next level. Someone? Into the project to develop a monitoring and evaluation tool, which is the dashboard that she's referring to, because we understood that this is a very large program. It has been updated to date with the 4 projects that came from, so that has been incorporated as well into the document, and that looked at the intergovernmental environment, because there's a lot of sectors that are involved in the overall program. 4 domains that we're actually tracking. We're trying to make sure that we understand what the risk of the schedule will be, the budget risk, the dependency, and all of that, and that's also what's being worked into the dashboard itself. As much as there is studying, I have that one day off in the month when I need to attend the class, then it's back to work as normal. It was a very packed day for me. I had to travel to Joburg for a client engagement and spend the rest of that morning with the client and have a conversation with the client, traveling back from Joburg to Pretoria. Then I had to go to the office because I had a meeting with the director. Right after that, I had a meeting with the directors and some members of my team, which was an interesting session. Actually looking forward to some of the things that we're working on at the moment. Currently, what I'm working on at the moment was just a lot of admin stuff, following up with clients to secure a lot of meetings. I work with municipalities and it's budgeting season. They literally moved from adjustment budgets to drafting the budgets, so a lot of them weren't available, and we're trying to squeeze in a lot of site engagements and making sure that I can go to the client. There's a lot of travel engagements coming up as well. If there's one thing that corporate life and studying has taught me, or adulthood, if there's one thing that it has taught me, is life has no balance. Really, life has no balance. You just try and build a schedule for yourself to create that space where you do feel like you're balancing the two, but it generally does not. If you have any tricks or tips for me, please drop them down in the comment section below. And if you've watched the video so far, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. The honest truth is, I truly believe that, like, I had this conversation with my baby system. And I've had conversations with my friends as well to say like it's been 8 years since I left high school, and when you're doing life orientation, you know that there are those case studies or there's like a class work session where you guys are talking about where you see yourself in the next 10 years. I am literally 2 years away from the 10-year mark, and I'm not sure if I'm even where I wanted to be. Okay, I know for a fact I'm not where I wanted to be. Like there's still missing pieces for me to be where I wanted to be, and I'm guessing that's then the next 2 years for me to try and work as hard as I can to get to that point. But I truly believe that like getting a job and being employed solves a lot of your problems. It truly doesn't, because here we are 3 years and I'm still a few goals short from what I thought like my life would have been 10 years after 10 years after high school, but then also life after university or life after getting the degree and getting the job, you know. I truly enjoy what it is that I do for a living, and I'll elaborate more on that on my next videos. But like the point is, the more I grow, the more I just realize the goalpost keeps shifting. You get this, and then there's another thing that you're working towards. You get there, there's another thing that you're working towards. Kind of dang looking a chaser, and oh my days, like at this point I don't even think it's how fast you run. It's just if it was not your bus, you're gonna miss it, or you're gonna get to the stop, you run as fast as you can, you get to the stop and the bus is not there, you know, and you just have to wait now for the bus to meet you where you are. And I feel like that's how life has been for me, to say like I thought that this where would have been, and now it's like, okay, now do a project management course and see if that's gonna make a difference for you, and just wishing for the best. The whole point of my series is I started this series because I've been receiving a lot of DMs from a lot of students who are currently doing the urban and regional planning course or qualification or degree, and I'm also getting messages from students who are thinking about pursuing this. And I was like, I don't want my life on camera to portray an idea or an illusion that this is the best degree that you can do, you know. But I also do want to just share that perspective with a lot of you guys, so you guys actually decide with full information and the full picture of what life as an urban and regional planning graduate, am I still a graduate, actually looks like. And yeah, I just hope that the series helps you in understanding that. There's still a lot that I'm learning myself. I'm still trying to understand, but this is me showing up anyway, and I hope that what I portray in like me showing the reality of what my life actually looks like helps you in some way or another. Thank you chommies for watching this far. I hope you liked the video, and don't forget to comment and subscribe. I will see you in my next one.